We're changing our look. We're changing to make a difference for a more inclusive future. The one thing we're keeping the same is our great rice. We're Ben's Original.
So, to be more inclusive, you took out a black man out of the logo of a company that has been around since the times of slavery. I don't think that's more exclusive. I think that, more inclusive. I think that's less inclusive. But okay. Also, there's nothing really racist about a company that makes rice, but whatever. So, I forgot to mention in my Resident Evil 6 review and the Discord video and the Gunpowder Milkshake review that my uncle, right, on Tuesday I bought the No Country for Old Men book, and I was telling my brother about it because he had never even heard of the film. But I was saying, like, it's a really popular film. It's got very high ratings. Even the bad guy in it has been, like, scientifically proven as the most realistic portrayal of a psychopath. But Dad and our uncle don't like it. So I was going to prove it to him today. So I said, my uncle's name. What do you think of No Country for Old Men? It's the worst film ever. See, Ben, I told you. No relation to Uncle Ben's. I didn't even mean to do that. Just I was listening to music and I got an ad for Ben's while I was listening to it. But anyway, like, okay, you can call it bad, right? He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. But the worst film ever? No way. And he called something else the second worst film ever. I think it was Joker. He called the second worst film ever. Which, I mean, he keeps on sort of changing his opinion on Joker. He's like, why did they hire Joaquin Phoenix? He's a crap actor. And then he sees it. It's like, oh, it's got nothing to do with Joker. And then he's like, oh, a great plot, just the shit have made it's like not connected to DC Comics. My stomach is really sore right now. Which, like, if he thinks the film is good, but shouldn't we connect to DC Comics, then there's a short film called Joey, which came out around the same time, or a little bit after. It's basically the exact same thing. It has the guy to life on Mars. Oh, I can't find it. But it's basically just the same. Anyway, he then talks about a film called Falling Down, or I think it's called Falling Down.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
But no, it's two different films, and he said that it's all about Michael Douglas's character going postal, and he's like, have you heard that term before? I thought it did, or maybe I was just thinking of the Postal games. I don't actually know. But he says it's like, you know, a normal person getting pushed to the point of going insane, which is the plot of Joker, right? I knew that Joker, the sort of Joker, wasn't an original concept. Just took a postal film and made it DC Comics. But anyway, I always called that a Joker moment. Like, Marcus has some great videos, like Killdozer. And like at the end of the Killdozer videos, like, right, the lesson is do not push. Don't push people because everyone has a limit, and then about a year or two later, it happens again. Like someone replicates the Killdozer, um, and he's like, right, I said don't stop pushing people. Everyone has a limit. Then about a year later, it happens again. He doesn't make a video on it though. He just tweeted about it. I haven't seen Falling Down, but I might now. I think that's something else to talk about. I'm gonna pause this video for now. So I was listening to Radioactive by Imagine Dragons, and I never actually seen the music video before because it was too, like, they kept on pausing from the music. Like some songs do that, but it's all right. Like Stressed Out by 21 Pilots, all that really happens in the music video that doesn't actually. No, they don't actually play any music during that part. Is the bit where he goes in the Josh's house and they do a handshake. Like that's fine. It only lasts about 10 seconds, but there's so many ones in the Radioactive music video that it adds up. The music video is on for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. The actual song is on for 3 minutes and 39 seconds. But I realised, so it's my first time watching it. I went, is that Alexander Daddario? Yeah, it is. Holy crap! In 2012, at the time, all she had done was the first season of White Collar and the first Percy Jackson. I think the other thing I was going to talk about is that, like, right, I said I plan what I watch on Sundays, right? So I knew I was going to go in, watch Resident Evil 6, then I was going to watch this other film. I'm not going to say what it is, because I decided when I go on, it's like, oh crap, it's not in English. And I knew my granny was going to complain because instead of watch Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. I finished it. It hasn't been renewed or cancelled yet. Everywhere is saying it's cancelled, but there is actually no confirmation. And my stomach is sore again for some reason. My phone's right next to my stomach, so you'll probably hear it erupt. Anyway. Finished that. She was impressed by how realistic it looked. Like she knew it was animated, but it was just mind blowing how real it looked. And then we went and put on that other film, the one that wasn't in English. She's like, "Oh, you don't have enough time to read it." Like, really? Yeah, you do. There's like they give you like 5 seconds to read a guy's name. One time. But I do someone understand what she's on about. And she was like, "Oh, how can you do that?" I was like, "I read books." And right, she can't read books because she's very forgetful. She wouldn't, like, if she were to read a book, she would have to read the whole thing in one sitting. She's just a very forgetful person, no offense to her, and I am not making fun of her. She actually said that's the reason why she doesn't read books. Anyway, point me telling you that, so I went home and I told everyone what the plan was for next week. And for the second film, my dad was like, that's about lesbians. It's like, no, it's not. For one, the lesbianism in it is not the actual story itself, and for two, that's in the main character's head. It's not real. She isn't a lesbian, the girl she kisses also isn't a lesbian, the girl she kisses is a figment of her imagination. Well, at least while she kisses her. If you've seen the film, you probably know what I'm talking about, because I There's probably no other film that does that. So if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So you'll get the review next week.